I wanted to do as much as I could before hitting Iceborne, but there's still so much I haven't done, and probably won't have time to do. I guess it speaks of how much mileage you can get out of this game. However, there are a few things I did not want to leave undone before moving on, from the goofy little side quests.
This is mine now!
To the hellish rank up quests. If you know, you know, and if you don't, do I have a story for you. Hi, my name is Ash, and this is the end of Monster Hunter World. Hey you, do you like monsters? Wow. Oh, they're too easy? Want me to fix that? Once you have been in the main story, the game unlocks tempered monsters. Essentially, way harder, way healthier, and way more aggressive versions of the monsters you already fought. And besides, they don't replace the traditional high-rank monsters. They simply are there as an option for those who want to go after them. So, how does the game introduce you to it? Not one, but 2 walking bomb factories. No, but seriously, this is actually a really good introduction to what temper monsters will feel like. They will be extremely aggressive and will seek you out. And having 2 of them really lets you know how aggressive they can be. So it really lets you see how monsters will act both when you're fighting them and when you're fighting other ones. But aside from a few hiccups, we make through it fairly unscathed, and our hunter rank is uncapped up to level 49. Which is where one of the most infamous quests in Monster Hunter World is. And I want a rematch. So, I go do an optional quest that I was missing to see how much I gain, and yeah, this is gonna take a while. My personal route of farming is to go in rematches against the Elder Dragons. They give a ton of materials and definitely keep you on your toes. I go a lot more in depth for that in my last video, which is linked in the description. And hey, while you're down there, drop a like if you're enjoying the video, or subscribe if you enjoy my style. I have a lot more content cooking, and it would mean the world to me. So let's grow our little community, shall we? Thanks! Anyways, there's a lot more ranking up we need to do before we get to that quest. To break up the monotony, I decided to tackle some of the special assignments. First one I chose to tackle isn't so different from the monster we just fought before, and he gets introduced in such a perfect way in my opinion. This is so cathartic to me. So, Deviljho. This monster is extremely dangerous. He literally uses his entire body as a weapon. He will try to eat you so many times. Another thing that sets him apart is the fact that he's one of the only non-Elder Dragons that is dragon. In his enraged state, he will literally spew out these fumes that are dragon element, and will give you dragon blight. His Joe attacks can literally give you defense down, which make it so much more easier for him to one-shot you. And he's a monster that has the ability to use ranged attacks by literally heaving dirt off the ground, or worse, other monsters. In summary, play careful, don't let him eat, and play careful. And you'll have him in the bag. So, on to the next special assignment, shall we? So we begin by heading into Thanalan in search of a Rathalos and... Wait, that's not right. We begin by heading to the Wild Spider Waits in search of a Moogle and... Nope, that isn't right either. Wait, no, it is right? In summary, a big chicken has stolen this little guy's aetherite. So we need to help him get it back. Now, the difficulty is a lot higher comparatively to the regular fight. Aside from being bigger, so he has a larger hitbox for his attacks, this aetherite he's holding, yeah, it hits like a truck. No, like seriously, it hurts so bad. And he will use it to parry so many of your attacks. The fight isn't too difficult, just get ready to get one-shot a lot. But you shouldn't have too much difficulty taking him down after that. Oh, wait, the power's out. Let me fix that. Son of a... So in summary, the power went out mid-recording, and I did not realize that it killed the audio on half of my recordings. So, I'll make do. We learned of another monster that has made his way over here, so naturally we go to investigate. Behemoth is not a traditional fight for Monster Hunter. I would say it's the furthest thing from it, cause Jesus Christ, he is extremely fast and will destroy you with extreme amounts of ease. He's a monster that is designed to be fought between 4 people, which you can probably tell given the amount of retries that it offers in this first version of the quest. Our goal is to repel him, so let's gather the party and let's guard it. Let's gather the party. Firing an SOS flare lets you call on to other people for help. Here I get Ryu from Street Fighter. You can't make this shit up. Anyways, two people come to my help and we repel it back. Yay. From here the next quest is to actually defeat the thing, which I decided that it's better to continue farming Elder Dragons than keep trying at this. I'll come back to it eventually, but I just needed to move on. Plus, with better gear I might be a little bit less of a dead weight. Now, the Elder Dragon that I chose to go after next, and one that happens to be our next special assignment, is Teostra. I actually managed to take him down without too much difficulty, which I felt really proud of. So I moved on to the next quest in the special assignment chain. And here... next opponent, Lunastra. But hey, it's just a blue Teostra. Can't be that bad. You know, I really need to stop saying that. Lunastra is genuinely just taking everything about Teostra and kicking it into high gear. She attacks so fast, builds up fire so quickly, makes the arena catch fire. Our only mission here is to repel her. And I gotta say that it is not an easy mission with how aggressive this monster is. And after a while of fighting, it eventually leaves. So, now the next task is to hunt it and Teostra at the same time. Help. Now the strategy here is to actually go after the Teostra first. My logic being is that Lunastra was hard enough, and I would rather not have to fight Teostra at the same time as much as I can. Now, she eventually does come in defensive Bay, but I was able to get him low enough that I was able to take him out without too much trouble. And now, the actual problem.
I'm going to kill you?
Aside from being a lot faster and having a lot larger hitboxes, looking at you, Tail Attack, Lunastra's ultimate attack is different. She will dive and create a bunch of fire, continuously pulsing out and draining out your HP before sending one final wave of flames. You run away as fast as you can until you're out of its radius, and then it literally can't hurt you. You will take some chip damage on the way, but it's livable. Oh, but if you thought this monster wasn't as strong just because of the difference in the final attack, think again, because this is one of the only flying monsters that won't fall down after you flash it with a flash pod. Once it begins heading back to its nest, however, it's not that unmanageable, and you can just... and that's that. Now, let's see how much rank we got.
Bruh.
This is gonna be a while. We did it? Oh, sweet. Now, the final challenge. It's actually a very familiar one. Let me introduce you to the infamous Tempered Kirin. You may look docile, but never underestimate a Kirin. I would say this is one of the toughest fights in the entire game. The amount of damage this thing will deal is ludicrous. He moves so quickly, and him literally just walking around will call on lightning even faster than its normal counterpart. As well, being the first Tempered Elder Dragon, it is an increase in difficulty the game just expects you to overcome. I am almost getting one-shot by his lightning, and I have extremely high lightning resist gear. You have to play smart to beat this monster, making sure to use your environments carefully, to think your attacks extremely well, to manage your resources, and playing around with supplies and environmental effects you have. One big boon that we have from fighting Lunastra is a temporal mantle, which just lets us auto-dodge, UI style. It's extremely helpful, but once it's over, it's straight back to the careful footsie game. Another boon we have from having purchased Iceborne is the fact that our cat now can resurrect us. It is an extremely helpful mechanic, especially with his tougher fights, which makes me a little bit afraid of what I'll find in Iceborne. But after a few minutes of tiptoeing around and taking what pot shots I could, I noticed that the monster was limping. It was heading back to its nest. And then right here, I noticed that there was a little Grelkamine tribe. The little cat helpers that you see around every so often. So I go decide to grab one of them. I remember from my earlier time exploring the map that there's a little shortcut that lets you to where they are hiding now. And now with an extra ally, we head after the creature's den. it still is satisfying to look at that. But yeah, that's what Monster Hunter has to offer. With this, I kind of say in good conscience that I did everything I could, except the Behemoth, I'll come back to you at some point, that I wanted to do in Monster Hunter before going to try Iceborne. It has been such a blast, and as you can see here, I hunted literally 50 Elder Dragons in total, but it is insane seeing how much love and attention you guys have been giving these videos. So, sincerely, thank you. I appreciate you if you got here to the end. So, let's grow this community, alright? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.